છે CEATના મેનેજમેન્ટ CEAT लिमिटेडના CFO कुमार सुबैया। कुमार सर, गुड आफ्टरनून, स्वागत है शो पर। और सबसे पहले सर जानना चाहेंगे, आपने ब्रांड एक्वायर किया पहले और अभी प्लांट भी एक्वायर किया, क्या रेशनल है सर इसके पीछे?
No, our for us from capital allocation point of view, OST का प्रायोरिटी हम देते थे, इसलिए वो प्रॉफिटेबल कैटेगरी है और ग्रो करने के लिए स्कोप ज़्यादा है, पर्टिकुलरली आउटसाइड इंडिया। इसके कारण से हमने ये बिजनेस भी मिशलिन से अभी खरीदा है। कल हम पूरा फॉर्मेलिटीज कंप्लीट करके पेमेंट करके हम ले लिया है कल। सो हमारा स्ट्रैटेजी है दो प्रोलॉन्ग स्ट्रैटेजी है। एक ये कैटेगरी के लिए ग्रो करने के लिए प्रायोरिटी, दूसरा आवर एक्सपोर्ट्स आल्सो वी वांट टू इंक्रीज एक्सपोर्ट शेयर ऑन आवर टोटल रेवेन्यू। सो CAMSO अभी 60% of their revenue comes from the US, 30% from Europe, and balance 10% from others. So everything that is produced in Sri Lanka अभी export कर रहे हैं CAMSO. So इसमें in that 100%, 50% of it is also supplies to OEMs. Currently India में भी हम अग्री रेडियल और अदर OST टायर्स हम प्रोड्यूस करके एक्सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं। सो अभी सिनर्जी है, सेम OEMs के लिए हम अप्रूवल मिलने के लिए थोड़ा जल्दी हो सकता है। और दूसरा है ये बिजनेस के साथ about 150-200 distributors are coming, 20 OEM approvals are coming, profitable। अभी हम सिर्फ टायर्स एंड ट्यूब्स एक्सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं। इसके अलावा ये CAMSO से हमको ट्रैक्स बिजनेस भी हमको आ जाएगा। ट्रैक्स इज समथिंग न्यू, is even more profitable than tires. So therefore we are very excited to take this business into a next level.
डेफिनेटली सर, श्रीलंका में 2 प्लांट्स है कंपनी के, तो ये कैसे हेल्पफुल रहेगा आपको और अभी क्या यूटिलाइजेशन लेवल पर है ये प्लांट्स?
अभी हमारा एस्टिमेट our estimate is about 200 tons. Current utilization is about 50-55%. So अभी ये सेम प्लांट में हम additional 40% capacity हम use कर सकते हैं। that will come very handy if we grow this business. So primarily one factory is where most of the production happens, which is tires and tracks. So उधर capacity अभी भी बाकी है, लेकिन हम ये next 3 साल में थोड़ा upstream में invest करके we have to make that plant fully dependable. Abhi next 2-3 years we will be sourcing some compound from Michelin, but after that if these upstream equipment are installed we will be able to do end-to-end production.
जी, तो सर ये एक्विजिशन जो है उसको कंपनी ने कैसे फंड किया वो जानना चाहेंगे, और पेमेंट टर्म्स जो है वो कैसे रहेंगे?
See, that 171 million is what we have signed up with the Board of Investment in Sri Lanka. That 171 million includes some working capital and also some future expansion, which just now I mentioned on upstream. So as of now, approximately about 110 million is what we are investing in Sri Lanka immediately, and another about 27-30 million we will also pay for some trademarks and intellectual properties to Michelin and other locations. So total about 140 million is the outflow at this point in time. And our next 12 महीने में हम we may have to buy some finished goods also. अभी our finished goods would be sold to Michelin, and Michelin in turn will sell in other markets. So that may involve some 30-40 million or so. So with 140 million we are going ahead, about another 45 million that we have to pay 3 years later. So this is the way the total amount stacks up. So 140 plus 40 plus 45. At this point in time, in the current quarter, about 1200 crores, about 140 million translating to 1200 crores is what outflow would be. So largely our invest plan is about 70% of them we will borrow the form of debt, and balance 30% we should be able to fund it through our own internal accruals. In due course of time, as it generates some cash profits and surplus cash, we should be able to bring the debt down. So at that to that extent our overall debt level will go up.
तो कुमार सर ये भी समझना चाहेंगे, ये जो सिनर्जी की हम बात कर रहे हैं वो कब तक स्टार्ट होता हम देखेंगे?
No, see, we just taken over that plant yesterday, and we will start handling the business from now on. We already have developed some kind of a strategy in terms of how to make it forward, take this forward. So we are quite excited in terms of growing this business in double digits. There are synergies with respect to our farm radial tires business in terms of common OEMs, common markets, and things like that. That's a first level journey synergy. This CAMSO brand, which is about $1 billion kind of a revenue it generates, what we are buying is about $150 million kind of a revenue. After 3 years, this brand CAMSO will come to us. So we see more synergy in terms of utilizing that brand for us to get into other categories of tires and tracks, and also some of the existing categories, which we will assess over 3-year period and accordingly execute them. But huge opportunities and synergies in terms of OEM approvals, a large number of distributors in Europe and the US at this point in time.
तो सर जैसे कंपनी यहाँ से 2 व्हीलर टायर स्पेस में मार्केट लीडर है, तो ऑफ हाईवेज टायर के लिए अभी क्या टारगेट लेकर चल रहे हैं आप?
See, largely 2-wheeler is in India. Another category which is important for us is passenger car. These two are part of a passenger category. Our objective is to make a significant presence there, improve our market share in passenger also. But OST category would largely be focused on exports. It's a huge market. Okay, it's a profitable market. Okay, and CAMSO's market leadership and presence would certainly have a rub-off effect even on a CEAT brand. So from our standpoint, OST is something which we should help in terms of achieving a higher level of international business. Currently, our exports is about 20% of our revenue. In the near term, in the next 2 years, we would like to take it to 25%. And with CAMSO addition, it would be at a higher level. So overall, when we look at our capital allocation strategy, specialty or off-highway tire comes on the top with respect to our allocation. So world is a huge market running into many billions of dollars. So therefore, there's an opportunity for us to play that market, gain some share and grow quite well. That's the way we are looking at it.
जी, तो सर लास्टली जानना चाहेंगे टैरिफ के ऊपर, जैसे श्रीलंका में इंडिया से कम टैरिफ है और यूएस में क्या इसका कोई फ़ायदा आपको मिलेगा, और इंडिया पे जो भी टैरिफ हम देख रहे हैं उसका क्या इम्पैक्ट देख रहे हैं आगे?
Okay, the applicable tariff for Sri Lanka is 20%. Okay, and so therefore, relative to India, Sri Lanka, based on current position, has some advantage. And Sri Lanka is also competitive with respect to applicable tariff on such categories relative to other countries also who are currently exporting. So therefore, Sri Lanka will continue to be competitive in terms of exporting. And needless to say, before the tariffs were introduced, the tariff on tires and tracks were much lower. So therefore, with respect to the business that we have just acquired, Sri Lanka will be competitive. The second question is on 50% tariff that has been imposed on India. Okay, today that 50% is not applicable on all the categories of tires. Okay, so for automotive segments, the applicable tariff is still 25%. Only in some other categories like bias, say maybe a 2-wheeler exports or a truck and bus or some other agri radius is where that 50% tariff could be applicable. But you would know the court in the US has already passed an order saying reciprocatory tariff is illegal. But however, the US government has time till 15th of October to file an appeal. So we look forward to maybe any positive outcomes either with respect to a court's order or with respect to any other developments that may happen between India and US. We look forward to that.
जी कुमार साहब, बहुत शुक्रिया हमारे साथ जुड़ के काफ़ी डिटेल्स आपने शेयर की।